in the next, very important that we are waiting in the wings.
Canberra is the place for innovation because Canberra has it all.
We're surrounded by passionate, globally minded, entrepreneurial thinking people who want to take the world forward.
Canberra is the place where leading academics come to do groundbreaking research.
Community is an essential ingredient in innovation.
We kind of have the best of what Australia is, all inside this city.
Canberra is becoming the incubator of world-leading global companies.
Canberrans are kind of naturally collaborative because of the nature of the size of the city.
We're just really at the beginning of what we're capable of achieving.
We are constantly looking towards the future rather than getting stuck in what was the past. We don't have old industries here. We're forging a new path.
Canberra is the place for innovation.
Hello and welcome to Canberra Innovation Network's yearly Innovation Showcase. I'd like to welcome you here today by acknowledging the traditional custodians of the lands on which we meet. Here at 1 Moore Street, the home of Canberra Innovation Network, we're meeting on the Ngunnawal and Ngambri lands, and I'd like to pay my respects to their elders, past, present, and emerging. This beautiful land was never ceded. It always was and always will be Aboriginal land. At this time, I'd like to invite you in the chat box to share the lands on which you're tuning in from, whether it be here in the beautiful Ngunnawal and Ngambri country or some foreign country. I'd also like to mention that the First Nations people have used creativity and what is here to innovate and take care of the lands for at least 80,000 years and counting. And we should be looking for innovation in all spaces, including First Nation spaces. Thank you for tuning in to today's annual Innovation Showcase. My name is Ray Knopik. I'm the CEO of Gren, the world's first circular drop shipping startup, where we create circular solutions for businesses of all shapes and sizes. I'm also the founder and board president of the ActewAGL Network, a feminist not-for-profit organization working to consciously connect and advance women and their businesses. In both capacities, I have seen the value of innovation because, after all, innovation not only produces better products and services, innovation benefits people, the planet, and our pockets. Today, we're lucky to hear from startups who are doing all of those things. Now, in Canberra, we're emerging from a world darkness because of COVID-19. And like any dark age, what follows is a period of innovation, a period of enlightenment. And so today we're in for a real treat because we get to hear from those who are lighting the way in Canberra, the nation's launchpad for innovation. We're here to celebrate the hardworking innovation and startup community in Canberra, highlighting their achievements and progress. Today, you will hear from 9 incredible leaders in the startup space, some of the hottest companies striving to make an impact. But first, a word from our Chief Minister, Andrew Barr.
Hello, everyone, and welcome to the Sebring Innovation Showcase for 2021. And thanks to the team at Sebring for the very kind invitation to say a few words today. I want to take the opportunity to thank everyone in the Innovation Network for their ability to adapt to what's been a very challenging last 18 months or so. Pandemic has changed so much about how we live and work, but it has also highlighted the importance of entrepreneurship, of innovation, flexibility, and adapting to changing circumstances. We've seen some extraordinary contributions across our community as part of our local pandemic response. And we've also seen businesses and entrepreneurs across the Canberra region being involved in both national and international level responses to the pandemic. So it's testimony to our community the way that we've responded to these challenges, that our economy is recovering strongly, that we've stuck together as a community. We are the most vaccinated city in Australia and one of the most vaccinated places on earth. So that leaves us in a good position to respond to what will come next in the pandemic, but also to build a very strong and vibrant economic recovery. So thank you to the CBRN team, to Peter, to Hala, to the CBRN board, all of the partners and everyone who's joining us online today. Enjoy the showcase. Have a fantastic summer holiday break, and I look forward to seeing you in person in 2022. Thank you.
Thank you, Chief Minister, for your kind words, and thank you for championing really innovation in Canberra, for underwriting it and for being such a big supporter of innovation. It really takes a broader community to support innovators and entrepreneurs so that they can make an impact and change the world. And we are very grateful here in Canberra that we have those people around us and those organizations that do that. One of them, and I would like to thank and acknowledge the foundational support of innovation in Canberra, that goes to ACT government. They have really been visionary in helping to set up CBRN and in providing the base funding and the space from which we can operate. But there are many, many others who join the crowd and support innovators so that they can do their magic and make our world a better place. Those are the foundation members of the Canberra Innovation Network: the Australian National University, University of Canberra, University of New South Wales, Canberra, Canberra Institute of Technology, and CSIRO. Those higher education institutions, research institutions, they're coming together to really create the fabric in which innovation can happen. And they are joined also by our amazing corporate partners. We have here with us as judges today, but along our side, really on the journey, our corporate partners, King Wood Mallesons, Pwc, Optus, and ActewAGL. And of course, there's many, many others in the community: mentors, investors, and of course, the entrepreneurs, the people who have the vision and the ideas, and they come to meet the reality of markets, the feedback that they are getting from everyone around them, and they try to weave from this ambiguity something phenomenal, something that will really, really change the way we move forward. And we are here to champion, support, and facilitate this movement. We believe it is great for our city, it's great for the planet, and we believe that this is one of the best cities in the world in which you can do it. We have asked PwC actually to have a look at the Canberra Innovation Network and the impact that our support has had over the last 7 years on this ecosystem, and what is really the value that our activity and the support we provide gives back to this economy. And we were amazed by the results. So today we are releasing the Pwc report. You can find it on our website, and you can read about the 400 jobs that wouldn't exist in Canberra in innovation if it were not for the activities of the Canberra Innovation Network. You can read about the more than $100 million that are being added in 2021 to the ACT gross state product through the activity and support of the many, many people I have enlisted before. My last words of thanks come to the amazing, amazing Canberra Innovation Network team. They are the people behind the events, and we have over 250 events per year that are available to our innovation ecosystem. We have programs, accelerators, incubators, co-working space, and a whole fabric of activities in which you can join, you can collaborate, and you can create the next big company. Let's hear today from 9 of those who really represent a broad church of innovators in Canberra. And whether they be in nutrition, startups that are just starting, or scaling up companies that have offices around the world, these are the companies that are shaping the future of Canberra. So thank you, Ray, for being an amazing MC. Thank you for doing this, and please take us through the program. And to all of you at the other end receiving this, please enjoy today and join us in the work we are doing to make Canberra really the innovation capital of the world. Thank you.
Thank you, Peter. And as Peter said, we really do have a first-class lineup this afternoon and 4 fantastic corporate sharks who will award a category prize after hearing the pitches. The prizes will be, first, the Worldview Award by King Wood Mallesons, the Challenger Spirit Award from Optus, the Make a Difference Award from Pwc, and the Future Spark Award from ActewAGL. This is how the pitches are going to work. Each startup, in about a few minutes, each startup, you'll have 9 startups, and each one will pitch for 90 seconds. And then after, we'll have a rapid fire question and answer from the sharks. After all 9 pitches, you, the audience, will get the opportunity to have your say and pick your best pitch. Now, the winner of this audience favorite best pitch is going to be the winner of $1,000 in cash. So let's meet the panel. Please welcome Annabel Griffin, partner at King Wood Mallesons, Kavin Arnasalon, federal government and sales director at Optus, Rosanne Brand, partner at Pwc, and Todd Eagles, group manager at ActewAGL. Remember, the power is also in your hands. At the end of all 9 pitches, you'll get the opportunity to vote online through menti.com using the QR code or link, and you'll get to pick your favorites. Now, I also wanted to mention that we have 2 special organizations who will benefit from your presence this afternoon. The first is Ywca Canberra, an organization serving Canberran women and girls for over 90 years. And the second is Country to Canberra, who empowers young regional women and non-binary people to reach their leadership potential. We'll be using audience numbers to grow our donations to both Ywca Canberra and Country to Canberra. And we'll be creating a custom workshop for 2022's roster of young people selected for Country to Canberra's leadership program. Help us increase our donations by sharing the link to this event with colleagues and friends. The more numbers we have, the higher the donations are. Encourage them to tune in. Now I welcome our first pitch. We've got Simply Lentils by Manjula.
Rosella Street.
Oh, I'm sorry. Our first pitch is Rosella Street. Welcome to the stage.
How many things do we have that we only use a couple of times a year and it's doing nothing but creating clutter? Isn't it about time that we rethink ownership? In the last 2 years, with the pandemic and bushfires, times have been tough on everyone. And we're realizing that community interaction, being there for others, are things that are more important to us than what's in our shed. RosellaStreet.com, a place to get what you need when you need it from your neighbors, from your community. It is a marketplace that allows you to rent, buy, sell, and give away things in a safe and eco-friendly way. On Rosella Street, you can join your local tool library group and get access to hundreds of power tools. You can also list your things that you're not using and share it with people who are doing it tough. On Rosella Street, for example, we already have University of Canberra that just created their community pantry to help the international students who are currently just stuck in Australia away from home in a lockdown. They apply them with things like appliances, textbooks, and more. So on Rosella Street, when you reach out to the community, you reach out to your neighbors who shares your passion, not some customer representatives. No offense there. And also, on Rosella Street, you can get access to everything without needing to buy everything and store everything and throw away everything. So momentum is gaining. Join Rosella Street today, and I challenge you for the next New Year resolution, make it about sharing on Rosella Street. Cheers.
Absolutely love this idea.
Thank you.
Just fantastic. Big believer in particularly sustainable fashion, and I have a lot of crap in my house that I need to share with others. So I'll be coming to Rosella Street. Where did the name come from?
So Rosella Street, we wanted to make it authentically Australian. So Rosella, then what more Australian can it be, all right? And streets, because the thing is like we're all reaching out to our neighbors. So we want it to be a street where everyone is a neighbor.
So the platform sounds awesome. Platform fundamentally relies on trust. So trust that your customers are going to do the right thing, that they're going to look after the gifts or the goods that they've got, and they'll return them and share them on. What mechanisms have you got in place to secure that
I'm
trust?
so happy you asked that question. So in order to differentiate ourselves from things like Gumtree and Facebook Marketplace, where you may or may not have someone who show up or may not show up, what we do is that we ensure everyone is ID verified. So you know who exactly you're dealing with, and we don't have scammers on our platform.
On Rosella Street, it seems you've got a nice differentiation position when it comes to sustainability. How do you maintain that and grow that over time?
Yes, so essentially, environment is something that we care deeply about, and we want to make sure that this is not another platform that you start hoarding more stuff and it becomes really bad for the environment. So what we do essentially is that for every sales transaction on our platform, we plant a tree to encourage everyone to essentially choose this platform as a more eco and sustainable alternative.
How do you make, I was going to say, how do you make money?
Yes. So essentially, we do a simple business model of we take a little bit of commission from every transaction. That's it.
And I was going to say, how much? Like, what is it? Like, how do you, like, how have you set that? If, you know, to make sure that it's not too expensive, that stops people from using it, but is enough, you know, to make it, you know, under.
So for rental, right now, we charge about 20% from every transaction. And for sales, we charge about 5% plus $1. And that dollar goes to that tree planting.
And have you got plans to integrate with any other platforms?
Currently, we're essentially trying to build our platform as good as it can be. And we are also looking into options of trying to integrate it with other platforms that will allow other people to transition to our platform as easily as they can. That's definitely on the plan.
And how do you deal with people who don't follow the values of Rosella Street?
So our users are essentially, you know, as website admins, we actually monitor what's going on our website. So we do keep an eye on it, and we do accept everyone to essentially report anything that they don't like to us. We actively try to mediate those problems as soon as they occur.
Beautiful time.
Thank you, Dilyar. That is Rosella Street, helping you help the planet. Next up, we have professional hair color from the comfort of your home. Please welcome Claire Chesterton from MIIROKO.
Thanks so much. Hi, I'm Claire. Have you ever heard someone complain about how much time and money they spend on their hair color? Or if they were nervous about doing it themselves at home because they were unsure of what color to pick? Well, as a hairdresser, I've heard it many times. And I really believe that hair color should be something that makes you feel good, not something that adds more stress and anxiety to your world. I have developed a hair color that's sold online with the help of a virtual hairdresser that helps you choose and apply the color at home. Basically, we're giving everybody the option to have a professional color at home. We aim to be the leading hair color brand of online hair color in Australia. And we've just launched this month and we've already sold over 100 hair colors. And you can help. If someone you know at home is struggling with their hair color, they don't know which one to pick, they don't know which salon to go to, they're having troubles with their transition, then get on their phone and use our virtual salon to choose and talk to an expert and choose a professional color that's right for them, that they know exactly how to apply it through professional, personalized instructions. That's it.
I'm not sure on your target demographic for the product. However, the underlying product itself, is it sustainable and ecological when it comes to its manufacturing processes and the distribution supply chain that it comes through you to?
Yeah, so our color is a vegan hair color. It's ammonia free, it's PPD free, it's resourceful and fragrance free. but it also comes with a kit that they can use every single time. I'm not sure if you've ever used a home hair color before.
Only once or twice.
It's basically, you know, they get the color, they get all the tools, and then they throw it all in the bin. It's really plastic, single-use plastic. Whereas this, they keep the kit and then they just order the color refill every other time.
Can you tell us how the hair color selection process might work?
Yeah.
So, you know, I'm thinking of changing my hair color. How would it happen?
Yeah, so our virtual salon emulates a professional color consult. So basically you go on there, you choose what color you are now, what color you want to be, and it helps you through that professional process. Pick your color that's right for you. Yeah.
Is it a virtual assistant?
It's a virtual assistant. So it's all done online. So it basically takes the know-how that is done in the salon and automates it online.
I can just connect with that. What testing have you done to kind of make sure that the experience is similar to what you would get in a salon?
Yeah, we've done heaps of testing. So the site has been live. Our beta site has been live and in use for months now. And we've done heaps of testing with our new virtual salon where it's all automated. And basically we've got hairdressers on the back end that make sure that every recommendation is right for the people. Yeah.
So do you have a camera that you look at the person's color, hair color, and then advise them?
No, they can upload photos.
They upload photos.
Yeah.
And what happens with the photos afterwards?
So they're basically all their data that goes on to help choose the right hair color. Then the hairdresser verifies it and then they get shipped out the right color. Yeah.
Congratulations on 100 customers. What's your plan to get to 1,000?
Our plan, so we've got a digital focused plan for year 1 and year 2. And then we're going to really channel in online advertising, really target people who are after a home hair color. And then after that, we're going to increase touch points like pop-ups, you know, PR, regular advertising. Yeah.
And have you thought about partnering with any recognised products in market?
Certainly, we've thought about products in particular, partnering with products like product services, like online beauty retailers like Adore Beauty, Mecca even. So people who already do beauty space online. So absolutely. As you would know, makeup is massive online. Hair color's not on there yet.
Thank you, Sharks.
Thanks.
Thank you, Claire. That was beautiful. This picture has a fantastic ability to always bring the party. Dan Rawson, boombox to you.
Awesome. Now, who here likes to party? Hands up. Hands up. Everyone likes to party. Everyone at home likes to party. Fantastic. Well, that's what we do here at Boombox to you. We bring the party to you with our all-in-one mobile DJ Boombox booth. We are a Canberra startup booth. We're a Canberra startup, both entertainment, DJ entertainment, and product manufacturing. After 17 years of being a mobile DJ, I've invented the mobile DJ Boombox booth to reduce setup time and pack down time, to look good and be remembered. We have changed the way entertainment can be delivered fast and effectively, as well as being a fun, interactive centerpiece at any party. You name it, we've played it. Under our mothership Boombox Industries, we're going to be manufacturing for other DJs, venues and entertainers around the world, right here in Canberra, as well as create a global community to improve the way entertainment is delivered. With your vote today, you'll be helping, you'll be helping us take these boombox biz to a global market, keeping Canberra booming and keep the innovation going here in Canberra. More jobs and more exporting opportunities. Oof, oof. And I hope you can join our party.
All good. All good.
Yeah, the Sharks.
Can you tell us a bit about your manufacturing here in Canberra and how that works?
Yeah, so it all started with me and my dad. Well, we welded the frame and fabricated it here with just spare parts from Bunnings. We got it on the road, and within the first 3 gigs, it went pretty hard. Sorry, this is not me. Yeah, so dad helped me along the way, and I was lucky enough to kind of run into the right people, and they helped me kind of put my idea to life. And since then, like, we've probably been running the boomboxes for 8 months, and we're booked out the wazoo. Like, we're now booked in Sydney. Yeah, we're now booked in Sydney. We've got 53 gigs just in December for Christmas parties. So it's versatile. Having 3 units, I'm able to roster DJs and they get the entertainment. They don't have to set up or back down, which they absolutely hate. And they come in, they do their thing, and they walk away feeling confident, great, they've done a good job, and everyone has a boombox at their party. So yeah. Sorry, did I extend that question?
No, that was perfect. Well, I was going to follow up with, can I book you tomorrow? But maybe not. Is it like a franchisee model that you're offering here?
Look, it's both. At the moment, we're using Boombox to you as a DJ service and an example for other DJs and mobile entertainers and venues to see what this does. This is a world first. So I've patented it worldwide, and now it's ready to go. So now we just have to show people how to use it and how it affects every party. And it does wonders. Like,
you've got an amazing product. Looking at global domination, can you continue to make this a proprietary product that's manufactured in Australia, or
yeah, manufactured here in Canberra at the start? This will be the HQ.
Yeah.
So we're going to definitely hopefully open up shop overseas. We've got a lot of YouTube influencers who are DJs that want this, and they're in the States. So they're ready. They just need the shipping organised. So they're ready to go.
And just one quick follow-up question. Yep. What's your first overseas market?
First overseas market straight into the DJ. So obviously the influencers, they're going to be the ones that brand this because it's fully customizable to all your illuminated logos and side logos. Everything can be customizable, color, everything. So it could be a Red Bull boombox. It could be a Jägermeister boombox. It could be a Jojo Siwa boombox, if anyone knows Jojo Siwa. My daughter does. So yeah, so it can really customize to the person. Yeah, great.
Looks awesome. We all want to get it in.
Yeah, awesome. Cool. Yeah, just the full lead. Off to the next party. All right. Thanks, guys.
And that's Boombox to you. And I think it should be noted that that entire system was set up during that 90-second pitch with plenty of time to spare. Easy up, easy down. Our next pitch is serving simple food on an Aussie platter. Please welcome Manjula Mishra, Simply Lentils.
Lentils is not just soup. They are one of the ancient superfoods known to humans. Growing up in India, I have eaten lentils every single day. But when I moved to Australia, I rarely saw them on Australian plates, even though they are grown in abundance in this country. Hi, my name is Manjula, and I'm the director of Simply Lentils. We had an idea to put lentils on every Aussie plate in a simple, easy, and different way. Cooking them doesn't have to be boring or time-consuming. Our idea led to the launch of our premixes. Just add water and cook. Len cakes make savory pancakes. Len bites makes crunchy nuggets and burger patties. And my favorite, the yogi bowl, makes a wholesome Ayurvedic meal. We have created a new segment in the plant-based industry, natural and nutritious lentil-based products, because we want to showcase lentils in their own taste, form, and glory, yet with a difference. We launched our business from my home kitchen. Sebrin has helped us grow, and now we are looking for a bigger manufacturing space. So vote for us today and help me move out from my home kitchen to a commercial warehouse and bring the goodness of Simply lentils on all Aussie plates. Thank you.
Can you start by telling us kind of who your customers are at the moment and what your current sales arrangements are and profile is?
Absolutely. So primarily our customers are vegan, vegetarian, and flexitarians. And the reason is because they already have plant-based in their diet and they're familiar with lentils. But there are a lot of meat eaters who are transitioning towards plant-based and loving our product because it is so convenient, easy, and above all, tasty. Regarding sales, we are doing around 200 units every week.
And where do you sell?
So our primary sales channel is e-commerce, our website, retail stockists in Canberra, IGA's friendly grocers. Then we have farmers market, and we also we supply to cafes in Canberra. They use our products to make menu items for their menu.
Cooking in your kitchen, I'm sure it'll be amazing. Do you know what some of the challenges are taking a home-based or a smaller kitchen into an industrial scale, and what that impact will have to the flavour? Do you know what those processes are going to look like?
That's a very valid question, and I am sort of aware of the challenges. It will definitely mean a bit of risk involved, financial as well, and also having some manpower to assist me. And that is already included in my plans when I'm planning already to move into a bigger commercial space.
So at what stage do you plan to transition into a commercial space?
I'm looking at it right now. So I'm there. I can't wait to move out from my home kitchen.
And I have to say, this is not kind of near this add water. It's
beautiful.
Great.
Yes.
I love the convenience of it. Have you thought about the sustainability aspects and using that as part of marketing?
Yes, absolutely. So all our lentils are Aussie grown. So that's definitely a sustainable model. And in our packaging and product, when we advertise, we do mention that it's an Aussie owned and company, and our ingredients are Aussie grown. So even our packaging is made from paper, and we will be shifting to 100% compostable packaging soon. So we're definitely taking care of the environment as well. Fantastic.
Our next company believes open source software can change the world. Let's hear from Peter Lilly from Instacluster.
Thank you. Mark Andreessen, a venture capitalist, famously said in 2011 that software was eating the world. But actually, thinking about it today, open source is eating software. Modern applications are built in the cloud with increasing velocity in a world that says innovate or die. And this is where open source software shines, and it's driving a revolution. But we all know that open source software is free, and it's incredibly powerful, but it's not that easy, especially open source data infrastructure, where it can get incredibly complex to manage operationally at massive scale. And so Instacluster delivers on the ambition to build amazingly successful applications on open source data infrastructure on a platform that's incredibly easy to use, scale, and operate. We deliver on that mission today to businesses all over the world. In fact, when you order your favorite food from your favorite restaurant on DoorDash, anywhere around the world, that order data is managed and processed on Instacluster's platform. Born global in 2013, Instacluster is now a team of 270 people all around the world, here in Australia, in the US, and in Europe. I'm getting a hurry up. Whoop. But the reality is, we are still here in Canberra. We love being in Canberra. We do our product engineering here in Canberra, and we offer software engineers the opportunity to build cool careers in the open source industry and work on some amazingly leading edge technology. So I'm just here to really say thank you. Thank you to Canberra. Thank you to the innovation community for the advice and support along the way. And I'm going to leave you with this. All I would like you to think about today is joining the revolution and visiting instacluster.com. Thank you.
Awesome to hear about companies like Instacluster. I love it. It's one of the things I love most about being in Canberra. It's just it's incredible.
It's your neighbour?
I know, it's a bit weird, so I'm going to disclose that. We do live next door to each other, but actually, Annie is my local fire person. So thank you for that. Thank you for that, in fact. But can you tell us, it's great to hear that live example, the DoorDash example. Can you tell us what the future plans, like what the next stage for Instacluster looks like? Global domination.
Yeah, global domination. So look, I think, we talk about our platform as being simply the best place to go and grow, scale, and operate open source software when you're building your application. That's a constantly changing environment. You have technologies of today are mature, and you've got technologies of tomorrow that will be emerging. And Instacluster keeps an eye on those technologies. And we look to invest to those and bring those onto our platform as we're guided by our customers and the open source community and the kind of messages in the market and the feedback that we get. So you'll see Instacluster evolve to have additional technologies to service more use cases for our customers, to build more amazing applications. And you actually see our business evolve from where it is today as having a platform of individual kind of technologies to rich integrations and capabilities to connect them into other applications and services that businesses need to use. And you'll see things like Instacluster for IoT, Instacluster for payment gateways, Instacluster for, you name it, other kinds of sector-based solutions that customers need to do so they can really accelerate the development of their applications.
Look, who would you consider to be your biggest competitor?
Oh, that's a great question. Look, and it's really an interesting question because, we operate in an environment where you've got hyperscalers, so you've got cloud, you've got Amazon Web Services, GCP and Azure, and you've got businesses like Avon, which are very comparable to ours. They all compete, and they all compete with us in different ways. You've got some operating at the what I call the developer-centric end of the market, trying to hoover up customers that way. But where those competitors kind of fail, and that's the hyperscalers is in kind of the day two and beyond operations of this open source infrastructure. So we compete very effectively with those. A business like Avon, a very big business in Europe, comparable to us, also focused on the developer. Instacluster focuses on the enterprise, and we cut our teeth on solving reliability at massive scale with open source technology. And that kind of proven kind of experience and depth and breadth of what we do and the white glove approach to our platform is really what sets us apart from our competition.
Thank you, Peter.
Thank you.
Our sixth pitch for this afternoon, here to help you take control of your applications, please welcome Sophie Wade from Arboretum.
Hi, I'm Sophie Wade. I'm CEO and founder of the local Canberra startup Modern Methodologies. We're a team of identity and access management specialists. Over the last year, we've been busy working in Canberra. We find it as a honeypot of opportunity here. And in doing so, we've seen sort of an undeniable opportunity that we've adopted. So we've found that organisations are really suffering with access management to their applications. In particular, it's really inefficient to get people onboarded. It's often very manual and driven by swivel chair features. It's usually done by engineers. They're expensive resources and they're scarce resources. We think business people should be able to do these simple business processes. And most importantly, it's quite difficult to respond to a cyber event with current platforms. We saw the opportunity and we decided it was something we needed to take on. So we built a dev team here in Canberra and we've set up a product called Arboretum. Now I know you're probably going, did she say Arboretum? The collection of trees out there, that famous Canberra landmark. I didn't, I said Arboretum. Our tool is about managing the access to a collection of applications. So clearly our name is locally inspired. 1 year in, we've got our first customer we're about to onboard, and Modern Methodologies is about to onboard its 20th staff member. We've leveraged heaps of the opportunity in Canberra to get innovation. We have a great team from an amazing talent pool of people who are diverse and highly educated, and we do a lot to leverage the incredible network of support they have for nice startup businesses like us. Everyone knows Canberra's only got 2 degrees of separation. We are planning on hitting 20 customers in the next year, and I'd love anyone's help in the whole of Canberra to help us get there. But in the meantime, I'm going to ask for your vote today because my team have worked really hard. They've done an amazing job, and I really want to take them out for a big night in Canberra. Starting at Karaoke 88, by the guys.
Congratulations on your first customer and onboarding your first customer and employing 20 locals. That's a fantastic effort. You mentioned you're looking for growth to 20 customers in your first year. Yep. Do you know what the size of the business and how many employees you're going to need to help support those 20 customers?
Oh, every customer we think we're going to need 3 employees. That's just to grow first and obviously set up that infrastructure to support a software business like we're going for. In terms of what sort of customer, our customer is anyone who has Azure AD, which, you know, if you've got O365, you're an Azure AD customer, probably anything from 200 seats up. So it's a very broad market.
Sophie, with the onset of COVID and all of us carrying our certificates on our phone, and I imagine we're going to have a whole range of other types of identity that we'll be carrying on our phone. Have you thought about how that can be integrated into your platform so that I can more seamlessly move between employers?
Wow, yes. So our product does do with what we call trusted partners. And so that's all about enabling digital transformation. And digital transformation means me as a small operator needs to actually interact digitally with many different organisations. So our product has actually been targeted to solve that problem, whereby you get to manage your own, your people get to manage your own application, your own access into that whole landscape of applications. And if your organisation, worst case, has a cyber incident, it's very easy to ensure that that doesn't affect downstream organisations. And you have a contractual responsibility to not do that often.
Can I ask, so what is your intellectual property? Kind of what is the thing that you're building? Is it a series, it's software and
yeah, it's a software product.
Yeah.
I'm just about to blow my development team away here.
Okay.
It's got a React front end.
Yeah.
Using a Fluent UI, speaking to a .NET Core cloud native backend.
Yeah, okay. And can you tell us what the decision to go with Azure, like, is that a sole decision, or is that just a timing thing? At the moment, your product works on Azure, but like you could be using any other kind of cloud platform.
Well, everybody's driving Azure Identity Services. They're using them even if they didn't particularly choose to, and they've got a very substantial investment in that. So we've made a very conscious decision to dovetail into that and leverage it, because what it means is they're paying for 90% of a big identity and access management solution. We're that little bundle, little add-on that makes it really easy to use and super efficient. So it's a very deliberate decision for us to dovetail to Azure AD.
Thank you, Sophie. Our next pitch is about lab quality results in minutes. Let's hear from Stephen Trowell from PBB Technology.
Have you ever wondered about the quality and safety of the food you buy? If you have, that's a reasonable concern. The rate of food recalls in Australia and New Zealand has doubled in the last decade, and it's currently running at 2 per year. The threat of food contamination is ever present. So when somebody receives a food ingredient, they need to know, is it safe? Does it meet specification? But if they send that test sample to the lab, they can wait days, usually, for a result. And so quality managers in food companies worry about that all the time. When I was at the CSIRO, we developed Cybertongue. Cybertongue uses engineered biosensors to detect specific contaminants in food. 3 years ago, I left the CSIRO and I founded PPB Technology to deliver the Cybertongue to the real world to help food companies measure things, get laboratory quality results in minutes. So that when you put food in your shopping basket, you know the person who made that food had the tools they needed to keep you safe. Our journey started in Canberra, but we have ambitions to be a global champion in food safety. If you think that mission's important, if you think that we can build a global business based out of Canberra, then you can help me. And to be honest, you can do that by giving me your vote. Thank you.
Wow. So I've just got this image of a little, tongue-shaped thing that sits on my counter. Is that what we're talking about here? Is it?
It's about the size of at the moment, it's about the size of an esky, a 6-pack esky, right? Yeah.
How does it work?
So we engineer molecules, proteins, biosensors, which signal with light. It's a photonic process. It's quite involved. But the machine makes, so they are tailored to detect and measure the quantity of things at very low levels, parts per billion. That's why we're PPB. But the machine reads it for you and makes it easy and interprets the results. And we have a working prototype at the moment that's been used in food factories.
And what's your target market?
Our target market is the whole of the food industry globally, but we're starting with the dairy industry, dairy processing companies, big companies, but the ones in Australia and New Zealand, and then we plan to expand globally.
The product's licensed from CSIRO, is that correct?
That's right. There are 6 patents licensed in, and we're developing our own additional know-how and expertise.
Fantastic. And the widget, or is your view that you'll be selling a widget or a tool, or is there a service that will be attached to this in order to maximize that lifetime value of each of these commercial or industrial customers you'll be approaching?
It's a lovely question, and the answer is all of the above. We're actually selling a service right now to get customers involved. We will sell the device, but what the key to it is, really think of the inkjet printer and the ink, and our test kits are the ink, and that's where the profit is. And then we will in the future layer a layer of expertise as a service on top of that.
Can I ask one fundamental question? Is there competing technology that does this?
So our biggest competitors are the external testing labs. So they offer really good quality results, and they're expensive, but they're slow. They'll always be slow because of logistics. And then there are other companies that use mature technologies on site, but they're nowhere near as accurate as the lab. So they are our competitors, but we want to beat them using the best of both worlds. As I said, laboratory quality results in minutes.
And how does the cost differ in terms of your competitors?
We can actually beat both of them. We can beat the cost of the testing labs. And we can offer a better quality product than the strips and so on site.
Thank you, Stephen.
Thank you.
Next up, we have a creative COVID pivot and the launch of a new product. To tell us more about it, here's Philippa and Scott from the Scott Lego Gallery.
Judges. We're Scott and Philippa from the Scott Lego Gallery in Kingston. We're here today to take you on a journey around Australia. Let us introduce our beautiful new coffee table book, Australia.
15 years, one country, 200 selected photographs, 224 pages, designed right here in Canberra. The perfect gift for anyone.
That's right. This book is the result of countless early morning sunrises, remote multi-night hikes, snow camping alone in the middle of winter, close encounters with crocodiles in Kakadu, and snake bites in remote wilderness Tasmania. Ouch. These are the things compiled that this crazy Canberra man has experienced. This crazy man has experienced and endured to bring you the photos in this book. Beautiful photos in this book.
So available both online and in store, this book builds on the success of our Australian-made jigsaw puzzles launched last year and adds to the growing product range of artworks and gifts that we're selling to both customers here in Australia and overseas. So as Australians emerge from lockdown, there's never been a more important time for Australians to travel and get outdoors. This offers the perfect inspiration for Aussies emerging from lockdown. Come and join us on an experience around Australia.
I have to start by saying how many of these I have already in my house. The second conflict. So I know Scott too well from going into a beautiful gallery. It's amazing. So, and can you tell us what inspired you to kind of put everything together and
so look, I think it's about the fact that, you know, traditionally most of the products that we've sold have been a single photograph, whereas in this case, people can actually experience the whole breadth of Australia. So rather than just simply having one photo on the wall, they can, you know, actually gain inspiration and experience, you know, more of that. So I think, you know, it's great to be able to kind of showcase more of Australia through, you know, a single product.
What was it that inspired creating a book?
Well, look, I guess, like I said, you know, build on the success of the jigsaw puzzles that we launched last year, and I guess trying to think ahead, you know, what is next? What do consumers need in Australia? And literally, you know, as we emerge from lockdown, people now are wanting to travel Australia, a bit of residence about going overseas. So, you know, this is a beautiful, you know, option for them to you know, give it as a gift for people that might be into photography, might want to, you know, brighten up their own home, but equally, you know, want to explore some areas that maybe they haven't in the past, and gives them great inspiration for that.
And if we want to send them as a gift to our friends and relatives overseas, can we do that?
Yeah. So look, like I said, available online through our, you know, through our website, through our gallery, and increasingly at more bookstores around Australia. So all the ones in Canberra, and then increasingly around Australia now as well.
Do you have a sales target? How many of these books do you really want to sell?
So we launched this only 2 weeks ago. 9 tons turned up, and we're through 2 tons already. So you know, hopefully that means then a second print run down track.
And how many do you need to break even?
Yeah. So in terms of tonnage, it's probably about 3 or 4.
And the purchasing process is all online, but do you have targeted messaging to encourage repeat buyers, or as part of that marketing strategy to get the product out in front of people?
Yeah, we do. So there's 6 chapters in the book. You know, there's an outback chapter, there's one focused on snow, there's one on country, there's one on waterways. You know, we're currently running targeted ads, you know, to geographic regions in Australia that just target those specific sections of the book, so that people can resonate with that and, you know, and find something that they'll, you know, want to capture for Christmas especially. So that's working quite well in terms of that geographic targeting.
Not just online as well. So we're online, we're in store, and then we're also a wholesale to a select number of bookstores and retailers around Canberra and interstate as well. And then also now actively targeting international as well. So that's a growing market for us.
Is there a plan to convert it into digital books?
No, some of the IP challenges that exist around that, I think, you know, from both, you know, a revenue model in terms of the cheaper price, and then, you know, trying to control where that ends up. So for now, we're probably avoiding that.
Scott and Philippa, thank you so much.
Thank you.
We're finally here. Pitch number 9, repair, care, and horse extraordinaire. Please welcome Roz, the horse whisperer.
If you force a square peg into a round hole, either the peg or the hole will break. Whichever is weakest will break first. This is what's happening with our teens who don't fit the normal school system. 1 in 5 young Australians leave school early, and the leading cause of death in this age range is suicide. But what if there was another way? What if we take these teens and we give them a job in a safe and encouraging environment, and then we teach them life and business skills and how to adult as we work alongside them? This is what we're doing in the Thrive program we run at the Horse Rug Whisperer. Canberra has the highest number of horses per capita in Australia. So our business is based around horses and horse owners. And it's here that we're giving these teens the support, skills, and confidence they need to thrive. One of our kids came to us at 17 and he had very little education and very little hope. He left home and school at 14 after a childhood of abuse. but he has a passion for horses. 12 months into our program and he's running his own business, training horses full time. Now he says, I have so much to live for. We're growing fast. We have 8 staff at the moment, 4 in our program, and that's capacity with our space. But we have a plan to scale tenfold in the next 2 years so that we can be supporting over 30 teams a year. To do that, we need a larger facility. So by voting for us, you'll help us with that. If you have 100 acres in Murrumbateman we can buy, or you want to give us, we'd love that too. So give us your vote and you'll be making a real impact on young lives.
What are the sorts of things that these teams get involved in your business?
So we start them off with the normal runnings of our business, which is horse rug repairs and washing, and we have a retail outlet. We hire out a float, and then we find what they're passionate about. So we've now got kids in our program who are, as I said, horse training, who are clipping and grooming, who are starting their coaching course so they can be horse coaches. We've got another girl who's just started with us who's really interested in more of the administration stuff. So we're going to help her to get, you know, a lot of the admin stuff going and to get her bookkeeping course, that sort of thing. So really whatever they're passionate about. We have lots of plans to grow further with a cafe on site, stuff like that, so that we can meet those needs and be providing lots of opportunities for kids with different interests.
What an important kind of organisation. Thank you for your contribution to the community. It sounds incredible. How are you funded?
We want to fund it through the business. So we want the business to be so profitable that we can fund it ourselves without being a charity, because we don't want to do that. So yeah, that's one of the reasons why we're planning to scale our business so that it can fund it as we go.
And so being in the business of helping people understand a business and having a nice little, a fantastic niche to support some people in the community that really do need the support. Where does your revenue, where are your main revenue streams coming from? Is it from the horse, like which part of the business is really the scalable piece to help you?
Probably the retail side of it is the most scalable. Obviously with our horse rug repairs and washing, that's like limited by the number of people we have there and by the space we have and by the number of people in the local region. But we also have an e-commerce site, and that's where we're really planning to scale, as well as scaling and growing our local business and our local retail. But we want to add these other services that the kids are passionate about as well. So that will provide its own income, and we'll be providing them with their own income, which is what we've been seeing as we go, that now they're working, they're saving money, they're able to buy their first car, that sort of thing. It's really exciting.
I had no idea about that statistic about the number of horse owners in the ACT. That is like mind blowing. It's like PhDs and horses, like two common things. So why Murrumbateman? Like if that's ACT Canberra specific, Murrumbateman is a little bit, you know, further away. What's Murrumbateman got that, I don't know, Western Creek, for example, doesn't have?
Well, that's where I live. However, Murrumbateman doesn't have any other saddlery in the area, so we are the only saddlery. And I started the retail outlet because I had a lot of customers saying to me, please open a retail outlet. And I have customers coming in all the time from Canberra and from Murrumbateman and from Yass. And they come in and they say, I'm so glad you're here. It's so good to have something in this part of town. And the Murrumbateman region has a really high socioeconomic, because it's got a lot of people who have jobs in Canberra, and our clientele, our target market is women between the ages of 30 to 60, and they spend 10 to 30% of their time every day with their horse or doing stuff to do with their horse. So they're really passionate about their horses. They have a good job in Canberra, they have a good education, and they want to outlay their money on their horse. So it's a really good clientele base. And Murrumbateman, yeah, and people are begging us to stay in Murrumbateman too, basically. So, and it's, you know, a really easy drive from Canberra.
Thank you, Roz. Thank you to all the amazing companies that came out and gave their best 90-second pitches. It's really easy to see how Canberra is truly leading the way in the innovation space, not just in Australia, but worldwide. Now, it's up to you. Who was your favorite pitch? You're going to navigate to menti.com using the key QR code or link on your screen and vote for your favorite. Who's going to take the cake today? You'll find out after this short break. Stay tuned. We're back and our judges have been hard at work deliberating the awardees for this year's Innovation Showcase. To present this first award is Rosanne Brand from PwC.
Thanks so much, Ray. We're really proud to be associated with this award. Make a difference is one of our values, and making a difference for our society, for our community, and in particular for our planet, Rosella Street. Congratulations.
Thank you so much. And we'll get a photo of you as well. Okay. Do you want to jump in? Sure. Yep. Hey guys, 3, 2, 1. Perfect. Thank you. Thank you.
Second award will be presented by Kavin from Optus. Kavin, take it away.
Thank you. This Challenger Spirit Award is very much aligned to our company values. We are the challenger brand in Australia, and the recipient of this award has also demonstrated through challenges through COVID that they've been able to come up with an innovative idea. Well done, MIIROKO.
Perfect. 3, 2, 1. Awesome. Thank you.
Oh, thank you so much.
Next up, please give a warm welcome to Todd from ActewAGL.
The Future Spark Award is the decision to award this to this pitch was really about the energy that they were able to bring to the party, which probably gives it away a little bit. Congratulations, Boombox, to you.
Our final award today will be presented by Annabel Griffin from King Wood Mallesons.
Thank you very much. It is my great pleasure to award the World View Award to PBB Technologies. As a company that is having everybody in the world needs to eat and they need to eat safely. So I am extremely
Thank you, Sharks, and congratulations to our winners so far. I'd like to now bring to the stage Hala, the chair of Canberra Innovation Network.
Thank you, everyone. Now, who's feeling a bit more cleverer than before? Who's feeling a little bit more connected than before? And who's feeling a lot more creative than before? This today is, I guess, a combination of all the events and all the innovative, passionate disruptors, entrepreneurs that we see every day at CBRN. And it's a bit of a small, if you like, view into what Canberra has to offer. So I hope you got inspired, got energized, saw the passion and the love that a lot of these entrepreneurs bring to not only their business, but to Canberra and the community. We're super delighted, and on behalf of the board, our sponsors, our mentors, and all the people that give so much time and effort to support this community. Thank you. Thank you very, very, very much. Now, I do have an ask, because everybody's been selling today. I have to do it. We need your help. If you enjoyed today, if you learned something new today, if you were challenged in your thinking today, please spread the word. Tell others. We would like to have even more entrepreneurs. We have lots of targets in terms of raising that entrepreneurial, if you like, spirit in Canberra. And so tell your friends, bring them over, come to events, come to things like this that's virtual, but also if you have some experience, if you have some knowledge that you might be sitting on and thinking, wow, who would probably use what I know in my head? We can. So thank you, everyone. Thank you for the Canberra Innovation Network team. I know that it takes a lot of passion and takes a lot of effort to bring you a seamless event. So I'd like to thank them, and not just obviously for today, but all the effort that they put out throughout the year. Special thank you to ACT government. I know there's been lots of thanks already, but we really couldn't do what we do every day if it wasn't for the vision and the inspiration that they imbue, if you like, into Seaburn. So thank you again to ACT government. Now we are a couple of things that I just want to close off on, because I am standing between you and drinks and whatever else you want to do. We every year we look to our extended community and who we would like to support. And so this year we set ourselves a target, which was if we had, let's say, 300 attendees, we would give a check out for $1,500. And if we went to more than 300, we would double that to 3,000. So the good news is, because of your participation, we have 450 people that participated in the event today. So that means a $3,000 check will go to the YWCA in Canberra. So the team, we have an amazing relationship with the YWCA, and I'm just delighted that we'll be able to help in a small way to continue the amazing work that they do here in Canberra for all the women and girls in need. The second thing I want to just highlight is we're actually quite pleased to have Han and Eve from Country to Canberra joining us here in the room today. And they're amazing, inspiring women who have had an opportunity from year 10, 11, and 12 from Country to get, I guess, inspired and connected to leadership programs. And so for next year's 2022 intake, Seaburn will be helping and supporting Country to Canberra through a workshop, a bespoke growth workshop. And so we're delighted that we will be able to elevate and help the entrepreneurial and innovation spirit to wonderful girls who from the country can really still prosper, impact the world, and drive an amazing ideas and innovation. So thank you, Hannah and Eve, for joining us, and looking forward to next week. We're delighted. I just love stuff like this. So my last task is to introduce and welcome, Karina Arthi, one of my favorite women, actually, so I can't have a blank. She is the Deputy Director General of the Chief Minister, Treasury and Economic Development Directorate, and one of our greatest supporters. Her and her team do an amazing amount of work, and I would personally like to thank them for the work that they did during the pandemic. A lot of work happens behind the scenes that I know many of Canberrans, perhaps some saw, some didn't see, but we know that it doesn't happen without the people, and the people in ACT government in particular, but in Karina's directorate. Thank you, Karina, and I'd like to welcome you. Karina is going to help me. Come on in. Karina is going to announce the People Choice Award, which, as you know, gets $1,000. So, Karina. Da, da, da.
Thank you, Hala. And I have the magic envelope. And the winner of the People's Choice Award is Apparitum and Sophie Wade.
You get to touch the check. Thank you. Congratulations. Right?
And that's a wrap. Thank you so much to all of our amazing startups. Congratulations to the winners, and special thanks to the amazing sharks. From all of us here at Canberra Innovation Network, happy holidays. And if you have an idea that you've been sitting on, come around the delightful team at Canberra Innovation Network. They might just turn your dream into innovation. Happy holidays.